Hi, everyone.
Holy moly, that's a lot of people.
Oh, how beautiful.
That's
It's
fantastic.
so great to see everyone.
I think these night times are better because people are available,
Oh, it's
and that's just wonderful.
beautiful. That's wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah, just a side point, I was gonna ask you, the piece behind you, is it a
Yeah,
companion to the one you finished that
this
has
one
no, the
or
one
this
that
one?
has yeah, that one behind you. You
Um,
finished one that has,
I
like,
did.
white outline? You know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about? I think you
Yes.
sent a pic yeah. Are they
Yeah, and
kind
it
of
was kinda
companions?
they are well, I think it's really kinda maybe more of a new way of working now. I mean, I've
Okay.
made these,
Yes.
this was an older painting, and so what I'm doing now is really quickly, I'm going through my older work, and most of my work is rolled, so I don't have to store them
Oh,
that way.
okay.
Um,
Okay.
and then I'm like, I offer them up to the public, my people. If nobody wants them, then I rework them. And so this one is um, one of those pieces where it's a real meditative practice where I'm like
Oh,
counting the circles as I make them. And it's going to
yeah.
look like some kind of landscape mosaic. Netta, on that piece, I think today I was up to 1,275 circles, which it's blowing my mind as I think about it. But it's so different because usually I just do really kind of loose stuff. And now this seems to be calling me every time I sit down is to make the shapes, make
Yeah.
the shapes. And it really does. It draws your attention in and you really can't. And I think when I stop counting in my head, I'm like, who are you doing this for? Like, this is like a job and you're not going to get docked or you're not going to trouble if you miss how many you're counting.
I
And it's
know.
just,
Hey,
it's just,
Imma
it's,
go out way on a limb and
yes.
try that circling tonight.
Oh, it's,
So don't be
what,
afraid about what you
no,
might see.
no, and what happens too is, like, sometimes, like, I'll have just paint on a page of a sketch. This is
Mhm.
my sketchbook, but then I'll
Mhm.
come back in and I'll just make shapes,
Ah,
and it's really it just slows you down, and it's different than doodling, but
I
for
love
me, it
that.
helps me organize my thinking. So
Yeah.
also, like up there, even though it's labor intensive,
Mhm.
when I'm done, I'm tired. My body's tired from doing all that, but I don't know, it helps my brain.
It's
And my brain's pretty
gorgeous,
crazy, but
like all
thank
your
you.
stuff, but that's just something about the shapes in it.
Yeah. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so this was other shapes, and I put other shapes on top of it. And I'm really learning about how just by putting different colors on and guiding those shapes, you can create a whole
A
different
whole different
scene.
things. Okay.
Misty Blue joined, go.
Hi.
Boy, we've
We're
got, oh my gosh, Nana, we're like at 55.
oh, yay! It's
That's
a
amazing.
party.
It's a
It's a
party.
party.
It's a party.
Yeah, we're here to
Shawnee
learn.
Sinclair.
We're here to
Yes.
express. We're
Yeah.
here to find that thing and release it, free it from us, using art as a portal.
Yeah. So, um, if these 55 people are making art with us tonight, I'm going to be I mean, I'm excited that you're here. And as the people keep coming on, it's wonderful. If you
It
guys,
is.
if you are going to create art with us, if you don't have your materials with you, you have a couple minutes to go grab them. Maybe get a sketchbook or a piece of paper. Maybe grab some pencils, markers, Sharpies, or you can just have pen and ink. Pen and ink is fine. Pencil's fine.
Mhm.
I'm gonna Netta, what are you working with tonight?
I am working with colored pencils and
Okay,
markers. Yep.
awesome.
Colored pencils and markers. My kind of go to thing on my sketch pad is what I have.
Okay, and I have the same. I've got a sketchbook, and
Hmm.
I've got my little tin of like. I also have some. I mean, we're in my studio, so I have a bunch of stuff. But I thought, well, I'm just going to use some markers and keep it simple, because sometimes I get sidetracked with all my materials, and I really want to keep it to what the message is
Yes, yes.
tonight.
What's your go-to that we see most often when you're doing your sketch pad?
Um, Well, this year I have been going to, I use a marker first, like the
Uh,
one that you shared. I
mm-hmm.
don't think it's in this book, but I use a marker like a Sharpie and I write a stream of consciousness, like whatever's on my mind in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like either
Mm-hmm.
it's like a meditation or something I'm working on, or
Mm-hmm.
like the other day I was really bothered by somebody looked at me. I thought they looked at me in not a nice way. And I couldn't
Uh-huh.
get it out of my head. Like, what did I say? What did I do to that person? So I wrote it out. And then I've been using oil pastels over top of it. So oil
Uh-huh.
pastels are just like fancy crayons, but
Mm-hmm.
they're more. I mean, you've seen those before, right?
I think I've seen you work
Yeah,
with
this
them.
is like my box of oil
Yes.
pastels,
Yes.
and you can get them. These artist loft come from Michaels, but you can get as nice ones as you want. But I like them because they blend so well with each other.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they can change. The one I did for the other day, but here for this one, this image
Yes. I like
was
that one.
it was
Yeah.
really interesting because it was like four faces, and then it was like almost like it was like a black man or like a man with dark skin, and I'm like, okay, well he wanted to come out, and then I drew over it again, and then it kind of ended at this middle of the
Yeah.
road woman that's kind
Kinda.
of at this angle.
Mhm.
So
Well,
um
is there writing under that? Did you write something under?
I did. This might have
Okay.
been about what oh, this one was art as a portal.
Okay.
So and then I had drawn like four faces and I didn't know where it was going. So this
Mhm.
can be for anyone who's joining us tonight. We got almost 70 people. Is
Mhm.
that when we get to the art making session, if your art you don't know where it's going, don't even worry about it. Just follow where it's taking you. And you
Yes.
might not have kind of an end image at all. You might end up with like scribbles. You might end up with squiggly. It doesn't have to be like a finished image, but
Yes.
we are going to work together. Um, and it would be great. Anyone who's signing on tonight, if they wanted to do a Zoom call like this in the future, would really be fantastic because we could really get feedback from people on a visual level. But
Yeah.
so that's so we're gonna um, here's the backside. See how it was like four
Oh,
faces.
yeah.
So anyway,
Ooh.
um, so let's maybe to get us started. Before we
Yeah.
do some art making, we were going to do a meditation, but we wanted to Netta. Let's give Netta an opportunity to talk about her new book and kind of how this kind of group came to be
Oh,
this
thank
evening.
you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yes, January 31st, I released to the world this the Book of Burnett. These are 42 truths for living life well, fully, and without regret. Things that my father, Reverend B.S. Jackson, the B is for Burnett, spoke when I was young. Growing up, he was a pastor for 50 years. He moderated association of about 30 churches for almost 30 years. And
Wow.
he was a people's person, a man's man, loved people, but loved to elevate himself and others. And I say, anytime someone would sit with him, he would slide some type of truth across to them like a slice of sweet potato pie, because
Oh,
that's what he loved to do. And he left this realm 5 years ago, December, not quite a month before his 90th birthday.
wow.
And before he left, he said to me, I'm going to be leaving soon. Don't you guys be upset or anything like that. I've lived a good life and I have no regret. And that stuck with me this whole
Mhm.
time. And I'm thinking, most people would kind of poo poo the idea of living life without regret. But his thought was that we make mistakes, but if we learn from those mistakes and use those as stepping stone to the next level, to improve ourselves, etc., you cannot regret that. You learn from that. They come as teachers, and that's our experience here in this realm. So since he's been gone, I noticed that I've been sharing some of his sayings with my children. Whenever I speak to my 2 older brothers, we would, say things that dad would say, it just automatically come up. So I started to write them down, list them, and, it just started to turn into this piece of offering of what he said to the world. I didn't have a plan to do this. I didn't set out to do it, but I felt the positive energy from him, through him, to 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 write these down, write explanations for it, kind of in his voice, and it's not me, it's him speaking, and in a way that he would do it. And that's what this is.
Wow.
So, and it's not, and like I was telling you earlier, that he joined me in this exercise, and he spoke to me about the whys behind a lot of these truths. And I believe he did that not for himself, not for any glory, not for anything like that, but to spare us, to to spare us from making the same
Yeah.
mistakes, and to lift us if we
Yeah.
so choose, how we incorporate it. So this is about you, us, all of us, how we choose to live our lives, how we choose to make decisions day in and day out. And this is to help that.
Do you have, a favorite passage that you wanna read
A
to us
lot
before
of
we do some art making?
I would like to do that. Um And a lot of these carry fun memories for me, and can hear him or see him, saying these things, and he would get just as much joy out of saying it as hopefully the person was getting them,
Sure.
that he would laugh about it, that he was, like, get so excited
Oh,
about it. But one I thought that might fit tonight and what we are hoping to do with this group. This
yeah,
month I'm doing a tour, the Book of Burnett virtual tour with wonderful creators like you who were so generous to say yes to being a stop along the tour, not so much to promote the book, but to share the energy of what dad was wanting to do with the things that he wanted to share with other people, and to have conversations about that and see what we can learn from one another. The feedback has been great, and so many people are appreciating ancestral wisdom from their own experience. I think that's important because ancestors came, they lived, they achieved, and it shouldn't be for naught.
right.
It's available for us if we choose to turn and look at it and examine it and see what can I glean from this to improve my own life and to prove
Yeah,
what I'm giving out to the world. So
yeah,
one of the things, and this book is in chapter and verse because my dad was a Bible guy, so it's just apropos that it was chapter and verse. But chapter 15 was one of his sayings, and again, some of these are borrowed, but some of them he birthed himself. It is strike while the iron is hot, and it's about his hearing elder men at one of the jobs he worked at talk about how blacksmiths were so ingenious to create these works from iron, whether they were tools or some device or whatever that they could, and they knew how to heat the iron. They knew when to hit it, that would mold it and shape it into something, which in a way that's what we're going to be doing later
yeah.
today. So I wanted to read a little bit about this. So this is verse 4. It says, "A blacksmith must know when to strike. Too soon, and the work is wasted. Too late, and the iron has hardened beyond shaping. The power is not just in the strength of the blow, it is in the timing. So it is with opportunities. Opportunities like heated iron do not remain hot and bendy forever. They pass or they harden. A door opens, a window lifts, a moment presents itself. If you recognize it and move with courage and wisdom, something useful and lasting can be forged. If you wait too long, that same moment may cool and close." And I thought about tonight what we're going to be doing art as a portal. where I mean, you probably give some good, some clear instructions later, but we're talking about having things from within us, or freeing some things within us through our bodies, through our hands onto a page. And it will require us to listen, to sit, to listen, to ask, and to be, like you said, okay with putting whatever on the page, right? No judgment, no critique, no filters. Put it on the page to see what comes up. And I liken that to striking while the iron is hot. While that, which we can't see, is speaking to us, let's see what it has to say through what
Yeah.
falls on the page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really great. Um, and Netta, thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity to work with you tonight in this
Sure.
such a special way. I think
Sure.
I saw Catherine Lyant got on, and
Ah,
you came to that class. Well,
I
not came,
did.
virtually
Yes.
attended class,
Yes.
and with Kathy Lyant and I, and we do this Be
Yes.
Free Pathways on
Yes.
Wednesdays. I think it's a gathering, it's an online gathering where we start with a prompt and then we have a meditation for about 5 minutes just to kind of arrive and ground ourselves. And then we work from the prompt and we can either, um, and so working on the prompt means I set a timer for 35 minutes, give or take.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then we work silently. We work by ourselves, which we'll do tonight here. If
Mhm.
everybody wants to work while Netta and I are going to be working for about 20 or 30 minutes. And I think Netta's going to play some music in the background. But it's almost like allow that portal to open. And it could be like
Yes.
after the meditation, when we're sitting still and we're sitting in silence and we're going to be focusing just on our breathing. I'm not going to do any kind of guided meditation or whatever. It's really
Mhm.
just to be kind of clear and what's the word? Um, pure.
Mhm.
And just we'll do a short breathing exercise where I'll talk to people about just focusing on their breathing. But like you said, allow whatever to come through. If it's a message from your ancestor, if it's something you need to hear, if it's something an answer that you're waiting for, if it's
Mhm.
a problem, maybe it's a problem that you've been having. And if you could have a one-to-one conversation with one of those best relatives, like if it was your great grandmother or your grandmother
Yes.
or whoever that wise person was in your world, in your life,
Yes. Yes.
if you could just sit there and have a conversation with them in your mind or quietly and allow them to come through. And maybe after that meditation, you just take a pen and you just free write
Yes.
whatever came. Maybe you start to get your markers or pens or pencils, and maybe you draw and images will come. And then
Mhm.
And then Netta, after like 20 or 30 minutes, I'll just check in with you and see where we're at.
Okay.
And then we can share I'll just go like this. This is what came up for me. And if you want to
Okay.
do the same. And I think for anyone joining tonight, if they would like to also share an image and post it on Substack, they can tag me or they can tag you and I'll restack it on my page. Obviously, you
Sure.
guys, anyone's joining, um, I guess we would just have you tag, "This came from the artist portal session with Netta Fei and Laurie."
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
and then and if you wanna write a little thing about it, it's great. Maybe you have some great insights, great. The one thing that I like to share this practice with, and I know, Netta, you do this too, a creative arts practice and a expressive arts practice, is that, you know, getting stuff out of our heads and getting it out of this thing that we ruminate on and
Right.
exercise it from our bodies is
Right.
really a healthy thing we can do.
It is. It is. Yeah.
So,
And yeah, and not block it with anything we might think, because so much of that, comes from conditioning. And even when we ask the creator, the universe, however you name God, for things, a lot of times we block the answer, or we filter the answer, or we from what we know. But the beautiful thing is we can tap into the unknown, the place of infinite answers and infinite solution and infinite ways to do things, to speak to us now. So it's allowing, like we talked about,
Yeah.
that we want to be comfortable and grow comfortable. I think art is a beautiful way to get comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
Each
Yeah.
creation is unique.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't I
And even
can't
when
tell you yours is wrong. You can't tell me mine is wrong.
right, right. And even when we say art here, for anyone who's joining in, I don't want you to get caught up in what it looks like. Like,
Yes.
I get it that you might want within the meditation, remember, there might be an image that you're trying to express. As long as you get it down on paper, try not to let that editor stop you from like
Yeah.
saying, well, this doesn't look good enough, or this might, I don't like, just
Yeah.
try to just quiet that editor
Mhm.
as best you can and not judge it. And Kathy Lyatt always says that. She's always like, just remove the judgment because that's
Yes.
coming from our ego. And we're going to
Yes.
try to put the ego to bed here for about 20, 30 minutes. Just put it to bed.
Put
Let
it
it
to
take a
bed.
nap over there. Put it over there in the chair
Let it rest.
and just whatever comes through you.
Yes.
Hopefully, it will be that portal of infinite ancestral
Yes. Yes.
wisdom.
Yes. Yeah, usually I'm always surprised when I do that. When I've done these with you before, I'm always surprised at the end with whatever it is. And it doesn't matter to me what it is, but I'm always surprised about the beauty, about the message, about something of inside of me out.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
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 Okay, well, this is a really amazing. We're starting with like 84 people. Thank you
I
guys
know. I
all
know.
for.
And that there's not a way to ask people who might be also capturing the message. Like if we ask people to just type one in the message, would that tell us who all might be doing this as we're doing it?
Um, I don't know the answer to
Mhm.
that. I would say if you guys want to work with us, and then if you have a note to share, or just write it in the chat, like, well, I discovered X, Y, and Z, or I found I had a communication with my great grandma
Mm.
Sally, whatever.
Mhm.
Um, feel free to put it in the chat or write some questions, and
Yeah.
hopefully I'll try to keep track of that as best I can. Or you could message me separately
Mhm.
after this, or you could probably message and
Hey,
Jackie.
Jackie.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can message Netta afterwards. You can share your image with me, or Netta via the Substack direct messaging
Sure, sure,
afterwards.
sure.
I'd love to see what you come up with.
I would too.
Yeah.
I would love to see that
So
too.
I don't know
Okay.
if there's
I'm just
anything
hoping a lot
else.
of people on here will participate in this experience. So,
Yeah.
like, so with paper, pen, whatever you have,
Whatever you
with
want to do.
time, just see what comes out.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it's almost 7:30. So we people, if they have time to get on, we might
Okay.
just have people pop in who don't have any idea what we're doing here.
Okay.
They might pop on and they're silent. What are they doing? Well, we're going to be working on these things. So anything else you want to
Nope,
say
that's it.
before we begin?
That's it.
Okay.
Yep. As Burnett would say, strike while the iron is hot. Let that
We're going to
thing
strike.
flow.
We're going to strike. We're going to strike. Okay. So if you guys are joining us and you want to join in at this time, we're just going to find a comfortable seat. We're going to do a short meditation before we begin. And so if you're sitting in a chair or on the floor or wherever you're sitting, just feel your body in the chair. You can keep your eyes open, but maybe you would choose to close them. And just feel your body in space and just arrive. We'll just take a few moments to arrive here. And I always like to start a meditation by the group collectively do 3 deep cleansing breaths together. So we'll take a deep inhale through our nose, filling our belly, filling our lungs, breathing all the way to the top of our crown, and a gentle exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Nice inhale through the belly, filling the chest and the lungs, breathing all the way to the crown. And a gentle exhale. One last time. Nice deep inhale through the belly, all the way up the spine, filling the chest and the lungs. And a gentle exhale. Maybe seal the lips here. Just finding a nice, comfortable, steady breath. If it's shallow, your breath can be shallow. If it's deep, let it be deep. Just focusing on a full body breath. So when you breathe in, notice that air and the oxygen filling up your whole entire being. And when you exhale, it's not just your lungs, it's your whole body exhaling. Let's just breathe like there as a group for the next 60 seconds or so. So if you have a question, if you're looking for an answer, maybe in this quiet, seated time, there is some wisdom that will come through to you from your ancestors. As a group, let's take one last deep inhale together, but in through the belly, fill the lungs, hold the breath at the top, and a nice gentle exhale. And if your eyes were closed, you can gently flutter them open, arriving back into the space where we are. And for the next 20 minutes, I'll check in with you, Netta, in about 20 minutes. It's right now, it's almost 7:30.
Okay.
We're going to make work together. Netta's going to play some music that you might be able to hear through your live Substack feed.
Hmm.
And I took some notes about what you were saying. We'll see where that leads.
Okay, cool.
So, everybody, we're just going to work. If you want to work in your sketchbooks, in your journals while we work, we welcome you and hope that you join us. And I just had a thought, Netta. I'm going to
Hmm.
turn the camera onto my teacher. Okay.
Okay, that would be
If
great.
anybody wants to watch that,
Yeah.
they can't. They can.
Try to turn my camera, but it's not working. So we'll watch you. We'll watch you.
I don't know. Everyone, I don't know what I'm doing, but this is the way it's going.
I'm writing more than drawing right now. It's like a message.
Sure. How you doing? I can't hear you somehow. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Oh, there you
I was adjusting the music so we could hear. Is it too loud? Can you hear me?
go. Oh,
Okay,
yes.
okay, okay, okay. Good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Oh,
How are you
yeah.
doing?
I'm good. I'm really hot, so I must be channeling some hot stuff.
Channeling some hot stuff.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh. Well,
Took that
I
iron
can.
strike a little literal.
It did. Like, right. So, as people finish up working, I'm trying to get my. There we go. Trying to get my screen on. Just checking in with everybody. Um.
Mhm. My nose is running a little bit, so forgive me for that,
Oh yeah.
for wiping.
No worries. Um.
This was
Do you need
good.
more? Are you good? Do you need more
I think
time?
I think I'm good. You know, it,
Yeah.
it may be something I'll doodle on through the week or
Yeah.
whatever, but
Right.
um I felt some joy in this. I felt some connection. You know, I did write something
Hmm.
before drawing, and it was all about my not being alone. You're not alone. You're never alone. We are with you. We see you. We commune with you. We eat with you. We sleep with you. You are never alone. We are one. So it felt very communal, very ancestral. Um and maybe speaking to me that some of the times that I might feel alone or feel, it's just me doing this thing, that it never is. It never is just me by myself. It never is just
Yeah.
you by yourself.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
doing it.
I think that's a. I think your. I think the prompt was really, excuse me, really interesting because I had that that reminder about the ancestral existence, our connection to it. A lot of times, I think we don't, especially if I don't know. I don't know if it's the times that we're living in. I feel like maybe other generations might have been more connected to their ancestry than we are now. I don't know. Um, I had a similar feeling like you in that I kept writing at the beginning, and it was like, um, "Don't be afraid. Hundreds of us came before
Mm.
you, so that
Mm.
you could be here, sitting right now, doing this
Wow.
thing."
Wow.
And then I kept hearing, "Get the signal. Get the signal. Get the signal."
Get the signal.
And the signal, I'm like, "What signal? What is the signal?" And then it said, "Well, the signal's love. So get the signal and then tune into the love, tune into the signal." And so I kept drawing if people were watching this. I just kept I had this very
Ah.
big obsession, and I don't usually, I mean, this is not like any of the other artwork I make, but
Mhm.
I was trying to take all the markers that I have and fill any of the white space in with a heart. And
Mhm.
maybe the heart was representative of a person or just filling it up.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it feels like
it's
it
a
to
lot.
me. Purple persons, people, all the
Yeah.
people behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
What a great prompt, Netta,
Yeah.
because I just it got me Oh, I had a lot of energy, and, like, coming into this tonight, usually I'm really this time of night, usually I'm kind of nesting, and I'm more of a person that goes to bed pretty early, I get up pretty early, but I like to and I'm like, beforehand, I'm like, "Oh, I said 7 o'clock. I don't know if" and then I'm here, and it's the art making, maybe it's the community, and I just
Mhm.
was totally maybe it's all
Nice.
my ancestors coming in and plugging me in.
Isn't that interesting? Mine was a little bit more
Yes.
literal
Oh, yeah.
to the people that were there, and,
Yeah. Interesting.
yeah, I don't know what it is, but just a lot of different people, and they were like, "We're here."
The green hat with the purse,
W
is that a specific memory of yours or no?
it
It just
it
showed up.
is not, the hat is familiar, the little fedora with the I
Yeah,
don't know, feather or whatever it
yeah.
is. No, but it was just people that seemed to be here with me. Yeah.
Uh,
But that message is you are not alone. You are never alone. Yeah,
well,
that was awesome.
I really hope anyone of the almost 100 people here sitting with us tonight, or if they've come and they've gone, that if they do feel a sense of loneliness, if you could take, 5, 10 minutes and just sit in quiet stillness
Yeah.
and bring to mind somebody in your life that you really connected with. And in that stillness, I really feel there is the power and to connect or just, have that love with you still.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think at our core, what I call true self is divine, is spirit, and it cannot be destroyed. So it's available.
Yeah,
And I think we have to allow it. I think you said our ancestors did better at it than we are. I think because they were closer to nature than we are. They their activities were in circadian rhythm. And they knew about nature, plants and cycles and seasons and the sky and the stars, and that had meaning for them. So I think it was easier for them to allow that communing with the divine and with ancestors and um than we are. I feel
yeah,
like we are much far removed from that, although it's
yeah,
still available if we so choose to get back to that. I hear people who take walks, experience that,
yeah,
see things that you normally don't see. You hear things that you normally don't hear when you're
yeah,
running to and forward. But if you just take a walk in nature,
yeah,
or my
yeah,
friends will say, go hug a tree. You got to feel much better.
yeah. That's really interesting because today, even like today, I took a short walk. We had gone fishing. We went fishing yesterday, and I was helping my husband clean some fish, and I was walking back to the house.
Mm,
And when I walked back to the house, I looked up, and there were dozens of birds. I don't know what they were. They might have been, um, they might have been vultures, because not vultures, but or maybe they were turkey vultures, but they were so high up in the
mm,
sky and they were doing that airlifting. So, or maybe they were blackbirds, but I think they were probably those turkey vultures or something, turkey
mm-hmm,
buzzers, because they were so high up and they were big birds, but they were
mm.
just swarming and flying and floating together. And I felt this wonderful sense of peace just because I looked up, just
Yes.
because I was, like you said, walking. I think that's,
Yes.
the other thing I think too about we're so, I'd say this all the time. I'm so grateful for this phone and this computer because it helps do this.
Yes.
But then in the same vein, we get stuck in this and we get stuck in the noise
In the
of
noise.
it all, in the
Yes.
noise of it all.
Yes. We do.
So,
Awareness can help us manage that to where we want to be in
yeah,
this world and who we want to be in this world. To know I'm connected to nature, I am part of creation, and that matters to me. So I'm going to be intentional about putting some of the technologies aside or putting some of the
Yeah.
busyness aside and nurture and cultivate that part of me because
Yeah.
that's who I am.
Yeah.
One of the Burnett isms is things don't just happen, they're made to happen. And we do that with our consciousness and our intention so that we can get back to who we really are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the art making, the journaling, the sketchbook, the writing is
The
you take your
meditation,
and you
breath
put your
work.
mhm,
Mhm.
and you're putting it right here in the present moment, giving focus to it,
Yes.
taking out all the noise, the judgment, the what what went on today, what's going on tomorrow, what's going to go on 5 minutes from now, do I have to answer this email, all that stuff that I know some of it's necessary, and we need to do things for our families and our jobs and
Mhm.
our lives. And I just hope people, and hopefully, maybe we were with people who logged in tonight, maybe they learned something new, or maybe something was ignited in them, or maybe it would encourage somebody to get connected to um, some of their own ancestry, or something that they feel if they're missing, you know?
Yes. Yes. Yeah,
So,
our the culture here in America sometimes has a lower expectation, a lower view of ancestral activity and ancestral wisdoms and things that they left for us. Other
yeah,
cultures value it much more than we do.
yeah,
And I think it would serve us to reconnect with that. And I think we would find delight in revisiting their stories and what caused them to do some of the things that they did, and like sit and remember some of the things they said and why they said it and where it came
yeah,
from. We can understand ourselves better when we allow that, I believe.
I think so.
Hmm.
I think so. Do you want to share any one last um, excerpt from the book?
Let's see. Um, Maybe I will go to this finish what you start
Okay, that's great.
and see what comes from there. Let's see. This is chapter 39. Finish what you start. Verse 1. One of my top truths for living without regret is that while starting well is good, it's how you finish that counts. This truth adds that it's not only how you finish, but that you finish. Starting can be easy. We all know the rush of a new idea, the thrill of fresh beginnings, the excitement of stepping into promise with puff in your chest and plans in your pocket. Think about newlyweds running out of a church to showers of rice, business partners at a ribbon ceremony. Blessings arrive dressed in hope, begging to be announced and celebrated. But life doesn't hinge on what you start, it is built on what you finish.
Oh, and where can we get your
That's what
book, Netta?
you
Where
can
can we
get
get your book?
The Book of Burnett, anywhere books are sold. Amazon, Barnes and Noble, wherever you buy your books, you can get the Book of Burnett. And I
Wow.
invite you
Okay.
all to get your transmission
Yes.
and let me know what you think about it, what resonates with you, and what might you lean into as you plan your future. And like Laurie, you said earlier, I would love to see some of the people's creation, whoever
Yes.
joined us in creating tonight. I would love to see it. So DM us or post and tag us.
Post and
So
share.
so yeah, post and share so we can see
Hmm.
what came through you and tell us what it meant.
Yeah, that would be fantastic if
That would be
people are.
fantastic. It's
I
so
know
beautiful that 104 people.
that's amazing. That was my address growing up. Talk about ancestry. I lived at 104 North Westwood.
Wow.
That was my address. Well,
That's am
Netta, thank you
thank
so
you.
much. What a
Thank you,
wonderful way
Laurie.
to spend an hour and
It was
7 minutes.
great. It was great. I loved it so
Yeah,
much. Keep
I
doing
loved
what
it
you
as well.
do. We appreciate your work that you put out into the world. It
Thank you.
definitely moves me, and I'm sure everyone else who joined this call.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for writing your book. I can't
Thank
wait
you.
to get my copy.
Thank you.
I can't
Thank
wait to get it.
you.
Yeah, and I hope you guys all go run out and get yours too.
Thank
And
you.
now you can just have it. You don't have to run out and get it. You just have it sent to your home.
Yes, have it sent to you. Thank you all so much.
Thank you all.
Love you.
God bless.
Bye.
Have a
Good
good
night.
night. Thanks, Netta. Good night.
You too. Good night.